Hey, 1973 podcast fans. This is Dan Lacouture. Just wanted to say hi. Wanted to say thank you to 1973 podcast for the great jersey they sent me and for having me on their show. You can find their show on YouTube, and they have a lot of great guests. Had a lot of fun doing the show with them. Great guys, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So thanks again for having me. Hope the fans enjoy their show, and best wishes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boys at the 1973 podcast. A little light this week, but it doesn't matter. We got the crew. We got pretty much what you need to get this podcast going. So no Ed this week, Thomas. Some big shoes to fill. You got Ed Math to do. We love Ed Math with our movie reviews. Great movie this week, Thomas. Take us into it.
Well, first of all, I'm going to have to take my shoes off so I can use my toes to count because I only have 10 fingers. But all right, here we go. Hey there, podcast fans. Are you ready to show off your love for the 1973 podcast? We've got over 20 different designs of t-shirts and hoodies that capture the essence of classic stuff. Whether you're a fan of the shows or just love that retro feel, we've got something for everyone. From bold prints to subtle nods to your favorite personalities, each piece is made with top-notch quality and that timeless style you crave. Perfect for lounging at home or making a statement out and about. And don't wait. Our collection is flying off the shelves faster than you could say, don't be cheap, buy a shirt. Visit us now at bonfire.com and grab your favorites before they're gone. The 1973 Podcast t-shirt store on YouTube. Just click the link in our episodes.
All right, Thomas, it was my pick this go around, and I put it on heavy. This one is a classic to me through and through. A rewatch. Sometimes we've rewatched some of these movies for me and they haven't held up, but this one, I watched this movie again, and here is the perfect example of a movie during the 80s that kind of got blended in with a lot of those movies like Hamburger the movie, Joysticks, all those movies like that. This is the cream of the crop when it comes to movies like that. It still holds up. Another movie that they could never make these days. They could never hit with this movie. The crew, the cast, all the stereotypical stuff that comes along with it. Full on 80s. I gotta give this high marks because it is just like the first Bad News Bears. You cannot remake this movie ever again correctly the way the original one was. So I'm shooting over on this one because this is a must own in a collection of, if you own media, this is a must own. So I'm going 8-2 on Revenge of the Nerds for a lot of things. What you can't do anymore, classic 80s, must own. Is it quotable? As we say, this movie is absolutely quotable, and the Phantom better have a DVD giveaway this week because we missed out last time. So get ready. So Shaggy, what do you got?
All right, what year did this come out with?
83.
What year did this come out in?
80, was it 83?
Yeah, I believe so. 83, 84.
83? So I was like in third grade when it came out. This is the first porno I ever seen in my life. We got Bush. I agree. 8-2. I mean, could quote it like there's no tomorrow. It's up there with Slapshot with the quotes. Like, love it. Friggin', I mean, have not introduced this to my kid yet, but even though he's 21, I'm like, maybe you're ready to watch this now.
You need to watch it. I think you need to watch it with him.
Oh, absolutely. Walk him through it.
Show him what a limp-wristed throwing style looks like, Shaggy.
Thank you.
Phantom, yeah, I know you're going to hit heavy on this one. Let's go.
I got to say, this is one of my all-time 80s comedies. Never misses. I'm trying to think of like probably how many times I watched this movie on HBO between the years of 1984 and 1986. I'd stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and watch this movie back then.
Put on silent.
Oh man, so funny. Like I pretty much my thoughts on it was the same as what Andy said. It could never have the stereotypes. It is 80s all the way for sure. Oh yeah. I'll have to. I'm gonna go 8.0 for 1980.
Bravo. But while we're getting to Tom for his pick and his review, get that DVD ready.
No DVDs. We're in the wrong part of the castle.
Okay. All right. We'll have to hold off on that. Seeing it's 1 week without giving one away. So
Come on, Poindexter.
Professor, score, please.
First of all, I got to say, you guys are grading this like you're 10 years old still, because if it back in 10-year-old Tommy would have gave it like a 10. So, I'm watching it now. I'm 52 and I'm watching it go, it was still good. But Dennis gave it an 8, and I was thinking that was so now I feel a little bit bad about my score, but I thought it was good. The cast was awesome. I mean, watching it over again, I forgot that John Goodman was in it as a coach. So I actually forgot all about, and Ted McGinley as well. I forgot he was in it, but I thought it was good. It had the classic nerds versus jocks thing going back then. It was really big. I thought it was actually pretty for that time of year. They actually had Lamar being gay. You didn't really see too many characters back there, and what's the guy's name? Larry B. Scott or something like that. He nailed it. He nailed that role. The funny thing is, Andy, you talked about remaking it, and I was reading online. They actually tried to remake it back in 2006. They actually started filming with Adam Brody and Jenna Dewan playing it, and they ended up, whoever the production company shut it down, said it wasn't going to work. It wasn't working, so they actually just shelved the whole thing. But once again, I got to be the voice of reason. I'm going to give it a 7.2. So if you want to
clap your hands, everybody, and everybody clap your hands.
By the way, Lamar was great in Iron Eagles.
Yes.
Tom, bring us home with a final score. You got to do Ed math. Get the abacus out. What do you got?
Hold on a minute. 8.6.
Nice.
Y'all are high on that one.
Nice.
Brad is the voice of reason on this one. Brad gave it a 6.9. So
he's a Cowboys fan.
If it wasn't for movies like Revenge of the Nerds, we probably wouldn't even have Brad. That was probably a conception movie for his parents.
Exactly.
Great. I mean, what's not to say about Revenge of the Nerds there, Phantom? I mean, you can quote this movie. Hey, do you know karate?
Oh, so good.
No, good.
And the TV guide, Bobby Clark probably had 5 stars on that thing.
The thing about watching those movies with my father, because of course I was watching stuff I probably shouldn't have at that age, but I think he would get a kick out of my reaction to seeing some of the things.
That's all I thought about. Watch this movie and going, oh, look at the old man.
And Donald Gibbs in that movie. Big Donald Gibb fan. Olga.
Yep.
Yeah. I was reading about Curtis Armstrong. I saw an interview with him, and he was saying that almost all the scenes that he had with the Asian guy were improv. He says that the director told both actors to just go off each other, vibe off each other. He said, so the whole card thing was all improv. And he said fucking great. Yeah. And the funny part is the whole thing, I was reading the thing and he was laughing, and they talked to him about the whole the burping thing. And he said it wasn't him. They laughed, and they would say, oh, was that actually you? And he laughed, said, no. He said, I've never been able to do that. What they did, he said, they spliced him and a camel in together, and that's what they came out with. And so I thought that was kind of funny.
I still love them at 1st and 10.
You move Shuriken Potty. Thomas, what's your pick for the next time we're joined in the podcast realm?
Part 2.
I am staying in the 1983 realm. I'm going with a classic. I'm going with 1983 Trading Places. Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis. One of my greats.
You're staying with the Jamie Lee Curtis now vibe that everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
it is Halloween season, and we've already reviewed Halloween through over the year or so, last year or so. So
Where's looking at the headlights?
I should have stayed more on the horror movie theme, but,
well,
seeing that
it was either that or Freaky Friday with me. You had Jamie Lee Curtis.
Trading Places all day.
So we'll have to let the boys know homework, Trading Places. So let's get into some sports talk a little bit before we go into shitty picks. Did Thomas Phantom, did you watch the Crown Jewel?
I did not get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to watch wrestling.
It was actually 6 o'clock in the morning for
Even worse.
the people in the know. But Tom has got some notes on the highlights. Tom, you want to fill us in?
Yes. First of all, I got a little complaint about John Cena, and I heard it was a great match. I didn't see that match, but John Cena and AJ Styles, and I don't know if it was anyone else that did this. I think he'd be getting criticized by all the old vets, but he's got the thing going now. It's kind of his shtick where he's using everybody's finishing moves. He
I saw
used
this spot.
Sister Abigail. He used what the heck was it? He used a ton of them. I can't remember it now, but he actually he almost did a 619, and they had AJ Styles counter out of it. But I just think that is anyone else that would have done that. I think the veterans, the old guys like Nash and guys like that would be criticizing for it. But I think he's not. They're not going to give him any criticism. But from what I read, it might have been the match of the night. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, I thought was good. They had some crazy moves in that. Cody Rhodes gave him the Cody cutter off the top rope, which I thought was pretty good. I mean, they could have killed each other on that one. It was one of those ones where he didn't have anyone from the Vision helping him out. He did cheat to win. He used Cody. Went like old school, and Cody Cody had given way back when Cody gave him a Rolex watch, and he ended up pulling out the watch and ended up hitting him with it at the end, and then gave him a stomp off the second rope and pinned him. The match I thought I was surprised at was Bronson Reed went over. Granted, it was in Australia, but Bronson Reed went over Roman Reigns, and it looks like they're teasing a lot of tension between Roman and the Usos. They had something going on at the end of that match where Roman was mad that they came out to help him, and they kind of just walked out on him. So it looks like he's going lone wolf again for a while.
I think that's they're trying to make Jey Uso turn bad.
Yeah. And the other one that surprised me was they had Stephanie Vacker beat she beat Tiffany Stratton for the Crown Jewel belt.
They're hyping her up pretty good right now. She's like the it girl right now. So that's they kind of go with the popularity on the social media. There's a lot of popularity on the back of Stephanie Vaquer at this point in time. All the screenshots are can related, let's just say.
I saw a thing that said that Cena was doing everybody's move, all the people that he's not going to get a chance to wrestle on his way out. So it's his little homage to the guys that it won't have a chance to get in the ring with.
And it was kind of I thought it was great that they had AJ Styles because AJ can still work and he's retiring. He already announced that this is it for him this year. I think he's going to try to make it to WrestleMania, and that's going to be it.
You see him with the TNA gear?
Yes. Yep. And after the match, Cena raised AJ's hand up, and the crowd, you could tell the crowd appreciated it. I mean, they gave him a good pop. And I guess overall, from what I read, they gave it good reviews. I mean, I didn't think it was bad, but it was nothing special. I mean, it was one of those Crown Jewel ones where they just threw. I won't say they threw it together, but it was for a certain audience.
Before we move on from the wrestling talk, there was some releases today.
Yep.
A quick list. I was surprised that everybody likes that Wesley, and they let him go.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to end up back in TNA. I wouldn't be surprised, even though it's funny because TNA and NXT are kind of, I won't say interjoined right now, but but that's where all his guys are. He was famous for his tag team with the Misfits, and that's where they are. So it makes sense if he goes there.
Nobody else notable though on that list.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Nope. But if they're gonna be bringing those TNA guys, I mean, they're going to have to cut some of those guys. They've got, especially ESPN, that group. They don't mess around. They have no. There's no loyalty with them. They're going to cut guys. They don't care who it is.
Well, another thing that popped in my head before we move on, and I wish we had a bigger panel for this one. The Hardy Boys won the NXT tag team titles. Are they the greatest tag team of all time? That's what they're touting them as. That's what they're saying. Not my personal.
Yeah, but they also say Coco Beware's a Hall of Famer. So I mean,
bravo, Thomas. Bravo. Good. That's a great ad.
It's a bird.
That's a great ad.
They're top 10.
Oh yeah, they're top 10, but they're not.
I don't like them either, but I mean, you can't take away their longevity and all that they've accomplished, I guess you could say.
Now, do you find that the Hardy Boys get the Dudley type pedigree? Yeah, they've won all the major belts and all the different territories or factions or whatever, but they still are not up there as the greatest of all time. That's more self-proclaimed. What do you think?
I would say, yeah. I guess you're kind of guilty of, you don't really care. I'll say but I think as all of us together, I don't think we really care for them too much, so we're not going to give them their due. But I mean, they sell a lot of merch. They've been around for a long time. They've main evented, so I don't think we can really take away from their greatness. Though it's not my cup of tea. I think they kind of launched this like new skinny guy, modern style wrestling that I don't really care for today. But I guess everybody has their own flavor, I guess.
And they seem to be setting up, not with them. I actually thought the Dudleys would interfere because they had them sitting in the front row, but they're setting up something. I think it might be on TNA where they're actually going to be feuding, not feuding, but they're going to have one last match. So I thought that was what they were setting up, was the Dudleys were going to interfere and cause them to lose or something, but they didn't. They let them play out.
But believe it or not, Bound for Glory, their big pay-per-view, the TNA one, is in Lowell at the Songus Arena.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's I mean, it's interesting because it's local. So I mean, if you got money to blow on something like that, I mean, it's local, and that'd be something that for the kids. It's for the kids. Tom, you ready to do some shitty picks?
Wait a minute, hold on. Hold the phone, Jabron. As a 1-4-1-3 guy, John Cena came back to Springfield, his alma mater, Springfield College. I want to mention that he's fucking making rounds. He's fucking enjoying his retirement coming soon. He's fucking on Facebook. I saw him noticing he's going to like local restaurants, seeing some old friends and stuff like that. Like he's enjoying his soon to be retirement. He's fucking making rounds.
Did you run into him?
Me, no, I don't go out anywhere. But I definitely saw him on Facebook hitting some like local restaurants and stuff in the 413.
They dropped the ball. How the hell are you not going to have his last match be in Boston? His last match is in Washington, D.C. on a Sunday night's main event. Sunday night's main event. That's going to be his last match.
I agree.
Saturday night's main event.
It should be in Boston.
Dropping the ball. It's all about the dollars.
Rumor is it's going to be against Gunther.
Let's try and get rid of him.
What happened to the we're going to sneak Edge back in?
Yeah.
He's already, isn't he?
Tony's not having none of that.
Edge is filming a movie.
Is he already?
They're filming a remake of, I think it's another remake of Highlander, and he's in it.
No, so is what's his name? The Irish pretend guy,
Drew McIntyre. Yeah,
that guy. I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Isn't he the real deal?
Yes, he is. He actually is Scottish.
Scottish.
So is everybody in Southie.
Tom, are you ready to shift gears?
Yeah, I actually had one more wrestling thing, which I saw this the other day, and I didn't realize it. I don't know if you did, because I know you're a big Raven fan. I just read that Raven has Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, I wanted to glad you brought that up, because I saw that the other day, and the mind is definitely slipping away from him. They had his documentary that's coming out, the Nevermore documentary, looks absolute. I'm not hyping it because I'm a Raven fan. But that documentary is legit. It looks really good. It doesn't look like a hokey wrestling type documentary. It's like looks really good. At the Kowloon, they had a premiere of the Raven documentary, and he was there. But he was there with Matt Cardona and what's his buddy there?
In order of Crab Rangoons.
The other guy that does the figure thing with him. Well, anyway, who's the other guy that Cardona hangs out with?
No, something Hawk or something. I don't know.
When's that coming up, by the way?
Is it something Hawkinson or something like that?
Well, when they were Hawkins and Ryder and all that stuff, and they were like the Edge knockoff guys. Raven said something like, "Hey, whatever happened to that other guy? The other Edge guy that was supposed to be Edge?" And Cardona goes, "He's sitting right next to you." Goes, "Oh, yeah, that was you." It was like so funny, the clip of him not even acknowledging like that he knew that was the guy next to him. But the Parkinson thing, that's going to hit him hard. All those ECW guys.
I'd say, when does that come out anyway?
It'll be out this month at the end of the month.
We're going to have to change the name of this podcast from the 1973 podcast to the Pre-Dimension podcast.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember podcast.
Always sponsored by CTE. You know that.
I forgot the start time right off the rip.
The Alzheimer's podcast. All right, Thomas. The other segment is now sponsored by Geritol. Take it away.
All right. 1973 podcast is fueled by W Energy, but it wasn't always this way. W Energy was born from humble beginnings, an idea sparked in a small apartment when their founder, Anthony, set out to take on the energy drink giants, aka Big Energy. After trying a big-name competitor's product and being disappointed by the taste and poor quality ingredients, Anthony knew he could do better, so he dove deep into formulation, mastering ingredients, flavors, and performance to create an energy drink that works without the jitters, crashes, sugars, artificial dyes, or calories. W launched with just one flavor and reinvested every penny to grow. Now they've created 15 plus custom-made flavors enjoyed by thousands of loyal customers every month. So are you ready to break free from Big Energy? Go to www.w.gg and use code 1973podcast at the checkout for 10% off your order. W Energy, no jitters, no crash, just pure focus. Now back to the 1973 podcast.
And your shitty picks. Let's go, Tom. Let's talk some.
All right, it's been a while, so I'm going college. I'm in mourning. Oklahoma lost today, which I kind of expected it going into the season. This was one I had marked for a loss, so I'm not too disappointed. Next week's game of the week, I'm Georgia, number 10 against, I believe, the number 4 Ole Miss. And this pick is for Brad. I'm going Ole Miss with the upset. Even though they're actually favored, they're ranked higher, but Georgia's actually favored in this game. So because it's in Georgia, I think. But I'm going Ole Miss. I think the quarterback Chambliss he's a real deal. I'm not a big fan of Stockton as the quarterback of Georgia. I think he's not injury prone. He's turnover prone. He's more of a runner. I think if Ole Miss can shut him down, he's not a great passer. So I'm going with Ole Miss in a close game.
All right, Tom. Staying on the football theme, what do you guys? Let you guys jump on a little football talk before we get into the first week of the NHL. But go ahead, Tom.
RB, what do you think? Joe Flacco getting traded to Cincinnati.
I think he's in a whole bunch of trouble because they got zero line and his old ass is about to be hurt. I mean, I think at least he can air it out, so that's good for any people that have Chase in fantasy. But yeah, no, that's not a team for him to go to.
He's the only guy I know right now wishes he's back in Cleveland.
Oof. He should have straight retired after that trade.
Now, what do you think? Is this opening the door for Shador? He's going to be starting. Yeah. I'd say
to be the backup. Yeah.
No, he's going to be starting. Trust me. I've watched Gabriel play. He played at Oklahoma for a year. Before he's transferred around a little bit with Oregon.
Zappy. It's all about
Zappy's got nothing. He was like a 2-game wonder. So my question is, who's going to get fired first? Is it going to be Mike McDaniel or is it going to be Bill Belichick in North Carolina?
I think Bill Belichick's going to fire himself.
They said Bill's in for the year.
We shall see. I don't know. usually where there's smoke, there's fire. They put out a statement the other night saying that all the rumors are untrue, that they were working on a buyout. But I just
I
think
mean,
if you listen to all the top sports radio here in Boston, they were talking about how all the discourse in the locker room, where
I
the
mean,
players don't talk to the coaches won't talk to the players, won't they don't give out their phone numbers to the players, they won't return calls to the parents. I mean, you can't run it. You can't run a college football program like that. And Belichick is just out of date. I do think McDaniels is going to get fired first, because I think he's a horrible coach. He's like I'll say he's like Josh McDaniels, where he might be a good offensive coordinator, but he has no business being a head coach.
I give Belichick to December. Once the season's over,
I just wish I was. It's funny because he was at the Tabor Academy game a couple weeks ago, and like 3 weeks ago, I went to the game with Darren.
that's
And
because his girlfriend is prom queen.
yeah, well, like they said, they were giving him a hard time on the Colin Coward show, saying that on other coaches' bye weeks, they're traveling all over the country to go see players. And they said he went to Tabor Academy because it was on his way to Nantucket. So he just stopped because he was heading to Nantucket with his fiance, I guess.
What's the over and under on some of those kids on UNC smashing her during the week?
Ooh.
Oh,
Ryan, how you feel that your kid could be marrying fucking Bill Belichick right about now?
Whew.
Well, I got actually
Gotta be happening.
Ryan, you should come and scout Tabor Academy, because apparently the quarterback is going to Michigan.
Yeah,
I know a soccer player there.
I heard that.
What? Hey, wait, slow down. We got a running back in Springfield supposed to go to Michigan too.
Jackie, stop yelling at me. You're making me nervous.
Sorry. I apologize.
Now, moving on. We're going to get Andy involved in this again, because I'm going hockey.
Let's
Zdeno
go.
Chara getting his number retired January 15th. Is he? This is a no-brainer for me. He's going up in the rafters for Boston. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer in the NHL?
Well, I always thought that should be the number requirement thing, is once you get inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, it should be number retired for the team that you played for, per se. The Gretzky status, the Jackie Robinson status, that's a whole nother talk. But I just think that some of the teams overdo it with number retirement, and because they don't have the name recognition for some of these clubs. But as far as, does Chara deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I would say yeah. Some of the guys that they've just recently put in deserve to be in a long time ago, but because of them adding different categories where they never had those categories before, some of these guys were snubbed, and there's only so many NHL players that go in every year. But there's still probably guys that are sitting there that deserve to go in, that when you look at their overall body of work compared to the guys now, there's legit guys that aren't in the Hall of Fame. But to circle back, does he deserve to be in? Yeah. Does he deserve to have his number retired? Yeah. Phantom, what do you think? Agree?
100%. I think Chara actually is like super underrated. He Tim Thomas always like gets the rub, and I love Tim Thomas. I mean, he helped him win that cup, but Chara was the man to win that cup. I mean, he's shut down, rough, hell of a guy. I mean, I've never heard anybody say anything bad about him. Tough as nails. I love his game. Not being a Bruins fan, but I watch a lot of Bruins games, and it's definitely one of my favorites.
Shagtastic, what do you think?
I agree. Like, he leaves Ottawa, they shit the bed. He joins Boston, they win a cup. I'm like, he's the man.
Well, don't forget, he before he ended up in Ottawa, he was with the Islanders too. So
I did forget that.
They dropped the ball with him big time.
That's a Mike Milbury. That's a Mike Milbury move.
Yep.
I didn't realize that he was all-time 1,680 games played is the most among all-time defensemen. I didn't realize that. I knew he had played a ton, but
and
then I think he's 7th all-time.
I think the next closest guy as a defenseman to get close to that is Brett Burns. I believe is up there. I think he's close to 1,500 games. So, does Brett Burns have the body of work that Chara does? I don't think so. I mean, he's a character guy. That's what
Also
sticks
very
out.
good. Yeah,
I mean, you just don't show up at the rink and play 1,500 games. So,
absolutely not.
I mean, it's a special kind of. Some of these athletes, no matter what sport it is, it seems like there's a fine line between what is actually a legend and what's not a legend. I think sometimes when you're in the fandom as these guys are playing, you don't realize what kind of career they're having until it's all done and the dust settles and you sit back and you compare it to, when you look back at the Phil Kessel type career where you say, wow, this guy won 3 Stanley Cups and you don't know how he did it, but there was a time when that guy was an uber sniper. So, I mean, is Phil Kessel a Hall of Famer? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think kind of he is. He might be a borderline guy that might get in. That's a lot of seasons of being a high goal scorer. He had the streak going before Yandel passed him up. Yep. For a fat guy.
Fat bald guy.
Never gets hurt. I guess they say you can't stretch fat.
Yeah, and limited testicle.
Helps with the speed.
Less drag.
I do love that Char got a roll with the Bruins now, though. They're fucking bring him back in and
that guy's a straight leader.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a madman. I follow him on Instagram, and guy does these triathlons all over the country.
Yeah,
he's
a fucking madman.
It's almost like 3 or 4 a week. 3 or 4 a month. I mean, the guy is a friggin'
he's a fucking madman.
Yeah, but they give all these old guys, the older players, like, it's funny because he's got the same. He had the same position as Adam McQuaid. I think they just moved Adam McQuaid up a little bit in the management now, but they're giving these older guys roles now, and I mean, it's smart. You've got to do that and keep them involved.
Absolutely.
You got to think too with Chara. Too important in the team to really go to the box.
Yep.
That guy will beat the wheels off anybody.
Yep.
I'll take that guy in a fight against the league's toughest guy.
Absolutely.
I remember going to a game, and I think it was you with Andy and Ryan when they played the Blackhawks, and he beat the living crap out of I don't know who the heck it was, but that's the most blood I've seen in a fight. I can't remember who it was.
Ryan forgot.
I don't think it was against the Blackhawks, Tom.
Must have been an Islanders game.
Yeah. Could be a Blackhawks game.
You talk about penalty minutes. He had over 2,000 penalty minutes. I mean, granted, when he first came in the league, he was more of a fighter than
that's true.
He was, and I think he scared everyone away with it. Nobody really wanted to fight him as he got a little bit older in the league. But
that fucking reach is unbelievable.
Yeah, the defensive quality that he brought with the the specially made stick that they had to make for the reach and everything like that. You just that wingspan to get around.
That side of the ice was shut off.
Yep.
Yeah, you throw it in the corner and on that side of the ice. That's for sure.
Exactly. Exactly.
I know that the NHL is early into the season. Lucky if you got 2 games under the belt with some of these teams, but I just wanted to talk quickly about the McDavid
Flyers.
No, can't. We're gonna talk about the McDavid deal. Sweetheart deal. What do you think?
I mean, it all depends on your take. I don't know how you guys think of it. I know a lot of people like to, he wants to win, so he takes less money, so the guys will be able to
afford
to build on. They keep getting close, but they can't get over the top. But with that being said, to me, if you're the best player in the league, you need to get the biggest contract in the league because you're in a union. And him taking that 12.5. Now, anybody that's up for a contract, all their GMs, all the team owners are going to be like, oh, McDavid's only getting 12.5. You only deserve 10. So by him not cashing in his 20 or more, he kind of screws up the whole pay scale for the rest of the league. I mean, can't say it's selfish because obviously he's not selfish, but big picture wise, he's fucking a lot of people.
So my take on it, Ryan, is I think that it's the 2-year deal, right?
Yep.
I think if they don't produce in the next 2, he's gone. That
he's set apart. Yep.
I know I say this all the time with the hockey coverage. I think there's a lot of things that you would love to know about certain situations with these players that we don't have the media that other sports have for that. So behind closed doors, they probably sat down with him and he said, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taking this deal, sweetheart deal, get who we need to get. If it doesn't happen within the next 2 seasons, this one and the next one, I'm out. I'm going where I want. I'm hitting the free agent market and I'm going to get paid because eventually when that July 1st comes, that's going to be a huge day. Just think about that in the history of hockey. That's going to be one of the biggest free agent days of all time. I don't think anybody's ever hit the market like that.
And the cap's going to be super high. Higher than it's ever been.
There's going to be a lot of teams like our Flyers that are going to be available with that money. Back up that Brinks truck. Here they come. Thomas.
Dreams. My son pipe dreams.
Our Flyers.
Our Flyers, Shaggy. You know it. America's team right here. Tom, thoughts on the McDavid deal?
He could have. I agree with Ryan. He should have gotten a lot more. If Kiprusoff got what he got, I mean, and he's only been in the league for what 2-3 years. McDavid, I think he's going to get tired of that. I think he's given him 2 years to go out and get a goalie because they have their goalie. I don't care what you say. He's not a. I've never been a fan of his. They're not going to win a cup with him. And now, who do they go out and get? I don't really know, but he.
It's going to be via trade because there's nobody out there that's available that could.
I heard a rumor, and this is just a rumor, that later in the year they're going to try to talk Marc-Andre Fleury into coming out of retirement just for this season, just not even half a year. They're going to try to get him
pumpkin
late, and then
hockey.
What's it? Oh, really?
Sorry. I crowd interference.
Shaggy, you're fired. Bring the kid in.
I thought you were talking to your imaginary friend, Shaggy.
He's a real one.
Oh.
How you feel the crushing? Oh, fucking great.
So the thing about the McDavid deal, getting back to that, is they had the signing, the announcement, and then the game. And what is Stewart Skinner do in that first game? Fumbles that puck and they score. A nice like thank you for taking a discount. I don't know if you guys saw that on the highlights against Calgary.
No, I missed that one.
It was brutal.
I've already watched more hockey this year than I did all of last year.
Well, it's a step in the right direction. You and Brad are going to have a race.
I actually have a complaint about ESPN's hockey. They got to move the microphones away from the ice. They got that. I'm sitting there laying in bed watching like a 10 o'clock game, and they've got the camera so damn close that when they blow the whistle, it scares wakes my wife up. My cat's laying on the bed, jumps up like it just got shot and kicked in the ass or something, and goes running across both of us to get out of the room.
Can a comment, Shaggy? You look like you got a comment.
I did. No, I agree. It's like a Tom Brady deal. It's like, bring me some fucking help. Get this done or I'm fucking out of here.
I wonder, you got these owners. They own other businesses. Whenever I see any kind of like deals like this, it always makes me feel like there's like this like side deal.
Yes.
Like like a silent VP for some random company somewhere under a fake name and your wife's name or whatever, and
like the Quan letter with the Clippers.
$20 million going into some bank account somewhere, but for cap reasons, will
I'm owner of something.
12.5.
Yes. But I feel the same way. Like, it's like, all right, I'll give you these 2 years, figure the fuck out, or I'm out of here. But, like, bring me to help so I can win the cup. I want to win, I at least want to win a cup.
So, go ahead, Tom.
I just got one little comment about hockey. I'm watching the Bruins game right now, and I got to say, Buffalo, I haven't seen many teams, all the teams this year, but Buffalo looks horrible. I won't say they're going to be worse than like San Jose or Anaheim, but they had one shot in the first period total, and right now they're getting outshot, I think 26-15. I mean, they look horrible. When the Bruins get 26 shots on, right now it's 2-0.
Okay.
Would be if I was Tage Thompson, I'd say trade me now and hang up.
Oh, that poor guy. Yes.
So, as far as the infancy of the hockey season, I'm going to do a quick blast around the Stanley Cup final prediction. We'll do it early.
Holy
Thomas,
shit.
who you got?
I'm going with Vegas, and East is tough. I'm going to go with Carolina. I think Vegas is going to win.
Wow, that's a soft team, though, Thomas. They don't have a lot of heavies on that team, but I like the way you pick because I'm taking Vegas, and we're going Cats again. Oh yeah,
Boy,
yep,
not happening.
Listen, I'm telling you that Olympic break is going to work in their favor. You watch. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I think it was one of the cohorts on this podcast was saying that the fix is in. They're going to get Anze Kopitar towards the push at the end. You watch the trade deadline.
I think the Kings are going to make the playoffs, so I don't think they're going to trade him.
You never know. We'll see. Shaggy, who you got? I'm saving the.
I got Whalers and Nordiques. Screw all these southern teams. They bring them back. Bring me back the Adams Division. I'm in. Bring me back the Adams Division. The hell of the South.
So you're sticking with that pick?
Yep.
Okay.
It's better than last year's.
Phantom, who you got?
Oh man, let's go. Let's go different here.
You were all in with the Leafs last year, so
I'm going Leafs. It's bound to eventually happen, and I'll go Leafs. I'll go Leafs Stars.
Leafs and Stars, good
I
one.
like that pick.
That's good. That was my. They're on the bubble on that West. Yeah, don't be a hater. That's how hockey. That's how hockey should be played, right there. That is the template of how hockey should be played.
So that not having Barkov is going to be all of a sudden everybody that wanted Bennett on their team as their number one center is going to see how many points that guy puts up without having Barkov in front of him.
Okay,
That thing's going to be like not even 50 points.
But listen, we're not talking points. We're talking the Cup Finals.
You got to get there.
Yeah,
You got to get there.
Yeah, your prediction with the Leafs last year when you were they're gonna go.
They were almost there.
I think I better shout the Whalers.
Oh, speaking of Whalers, I got anybody else want to say anything about this cup thing? Because I got
no,
something that annoys me.
go ahead. What
grinds my gears? What do you guys think of these teams that have moved from one city to the next? And this year, Colorado's got their thirds, and the thirds are the Nordique jerseys. Or Carolina Hurricanes playing with Hartford Whalers jerseys.
I feel like they're rubbing it in the fucking face of the foreign towns.
Thank you. I freaking hate it.
They're fucking teabagging the other towns.
Oh my! That's like, let it go, dude. Like, I mean, I feel bad for those teams because they actually had good fan bases.
You miss them, but they're not yours.
Yeah, it's like the Coyotes couldn't have a team. They moved to Utah. I don't want to see Utah wearing Coyotes jerseys. And if I was the new owner,
look,
I'm like, I don't think
they get used to Manatee jersey before you get used to Coyote jerseys.
Oh, I've
been at Coyotes games. No one goes to them.
Though some of the teams, like the ownership, actually stayed in place. So I'll give them a little bit more, but move on, man. It's like, I know you're trying to sell stuff and all this, but like, if you live in Denver, do you want a Quebec Nordiques jersey in Avs colors?
They don't know where the fuck Quebec is.
Yeah, that's terrible.
They have no clue.
That's my beef.
The old saying, you couldn't find your ass with both hands.
Oh, jeez.
I agree 100%. They have no fucking clue. Like, you
don't see the Baltimore Ravens running around with Browns jerseys.
Or Colts jerseys. That's okay.
Oh, actually, though, Tom, your team does.
That's all right. My team can pull it off.
Nobody's watching.
Hey, by the way, I'll be there next week. I'm going to fucking Pat's fucking Titans down there.
There you go.
Nice.
You might get lucky to see a win.
It's my fucking 50th birthday, baby. Let's roll.
That's it.
I'm hitting your numbers.
Ooh. Enjoy the
You don't
memory
look
while
a
you
day
got it.
over 52.
Only 50. That's it. Small steps.
Tom, when Tom adds a joke here and there, it catches you off guard because you don't expect it.
Yeah, you still got the curveball.
Chirping from the goaltender. So let's bring this episode to a close with the round table of shout outs from friends of the show. Friends of the show. Shaggy, you know you got a shout out. Let's go.
So, like I said, I'll be out of town next week, so I won't be on the show. So the shout outs to me is be my 50th birthday next week.
Shaggy,
My shout out to me.
could you get closer to the camera, please? We can't see it.
I want you to see my bald spot.
No, don't talk like that.
Never.
You fucking chicken shits with the hats on.
That's what hats are for, man.
You all right?
Let
Well,
him
I'm not
flow,
Portuguese.
brother, let him
I'm
flow.
not
Hey,
Portuguese. What can I
52,
tell you?
homie.
I'm not Portuguese.
That hair goes right down the back, believe it or not.
Oh.
Come to shit.
Phantom, shout out.
I'm going to shout out my man, Big Poppy, because the Red Sox, all right, they got knocked out, but I've been enjoying the hell out of him. Post-game stuff, the Yankee lose, the accent. He's been killing A-Rod and Jeter on that panel all week long. Fantastic.
Is that t-shirt right yet? By the way, he's gonna make a t-shirt that die Yankees lose. He's gonna make a t-shirt.
I'm sure it's out there
It's
somewhere.
gotta be. It's gotta be.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Ogie Berra.
Professor, what do you got?
Speaking of birthdays, tomorrow is my sister's birthday, older sister. So just want to wish her. I know she does watch. So
Not
I'm
the
gonna wish her
younger
happy
one.
birthday. No, I don't. But that's the one that it's overseas that my father used to always joke around and said, I might have a brother or sister over in Germany from his days of serving in the military.
Allegedly.
Yes.
One day you're gonna get a something in the mail and it's gonna be, hey, this is your sister. It's Lou Wan.
I'm gonna say, hey, I heard you're on a podcast. You got any money I can have?
Ooh,
Wow.
knocking on the wrong door.
Yes.
You're better off knocking on that door and back of the Phantom. So I just wanted to, thank everybody that watches, friends of the show. A bunch of stuff this year's been great. We've had a lot of fun with some bigger guests. That was always something I wanted to do with the podcast. People seem to stay connected to it. One of the things that's really cool is you get connected with these guys, and then every once in a while you have a back and forth with them, and I had a couple back and forths with the Bernie Parent pass, and so it's just really cool. I just a big fan of that stuff. Just trying to grow the podcast and still stay to the roots of the core with getting together with all the guys on the weekends and chirping. Watch a Shaggy get drunk and his one eye go to Cleveland, and
Drink water.
as the hour goes on. So from us to you, it's another week in the book. Friends of the show, all the guys down at work, 1973 podcast.